welcome to the after campaign chat. Can't really believe we're here after 4.5 years, but so much to cover, so many funny moments, and Ryan and I are here. Obviously Rick is not able to be with us, which is a real shame, but obviously DM Yasmin's with us, so we'll cover off as much as we can. We've got mince pies at this end, we have cups of coffee, so we're all good to go. 4.5 years. Well, where do we start? Yas, do you want to kick this off? Passing the buck here.
I don't know, I literally just passed it over to you because I didn't know. You said you'd start us.
Well, alright, hot potato, I'm passing it back.
I'm going to pass it to Ryan.
No, okay.
Well, I don't mind having a bit of a go. It was really, really enjoyable. I didn't envisage it going in half the places or directions, or at the speed that it did sometimes.
No.
We've had a lot of good times. We've had a really broad cast. Some are still here. Some of us have not been able to continue all the way, which is a shame. But it's kept it fresh. It's kept it changed it up a few times, and yeah, it's good. And I've really enjoyed it. Obviously, as I said at the end of the last episode, the first time I played D&D with you guys was the first time I played D&D.
Amazing.
Which was really interesting. And I believe that the first time Yaz DM'd on this, it was the first time she DM'd as well. So it was a campaign of firsts, really.
Yeah,
from the word go.
That's amazing. You know, young DM, first time, a whole campaign. My God, I think we've all grown, including our characters. You know, the characters have started from quite a low base. What were they, level 2 or something?
I think I started you at level 3.
Oh, level 3.
Because 3 is where you start getting the spicy stuff.
Yeah. So started at level 3, and here we are. We've got all the way to level. We have got to level 12. We didn't bother reading out the level up because it was done so late in the day that we knew it wasn't really going to feature. But yeah, it's been a journey right from the beginning. I mean, if I go back to the beginning and you think about all the highlights, I mean, do you want to find out what our characters would have done going forward from here? Is that a good place to start?
Yeah, I think that's a perfectly reasonable place to start. So whichever one of you wants to start, what would your character's kind of next steps be? So, taking the assumption you've passed all of your story on and you've been given appropriate remuneration for your work, what would your next steps have been as characters?
Well, I think I'll take this one with Alora, simply because Alora's put out an invitation to the others because she's declared that she is buying Stonewell Hall, and she's put out an invitation to the others to see if they want to join her, if they want to live there, use it as a base for their operations or their life, or you know, whether they want to travel out from there and just use it part-time. So if I take that one, I think going forward, Alora would I think we do a cashmygold.com because the party have amassed huge wealth, so I think they would take some of the items. I'm speaking for everyone here, but I think they would take some of the items from what is their strong room on the ship and the stuff that they might not use on a regular basis and start to cash it in. So they're going to have amassed an absolutely massive wealth, which will give everybody enough to do what they want to do, and Alora to do up Stonewell Hall, which is going to take an awful lot of gold, a lot of coin. I think Alora would, after sort of making the connection and spending a little bit of time with Armin and whatnot up at Thraben, one of the things that she would have done is she would have, if he wasn't already called to the church, she would have called Casper, messaged Casper to come to the church, or asked Armin to go and fetch him to the church. And I think, I can't speak for Ogvar, but I would imagine that Ogvar would be very keen to perhaps return return Kewin's personal effects that we've carried with us to Caspar. I think you probably would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Ogvar was always a closer friend and had known Kewin prior to having met Alora, so I think that would definitely be a thing that probably is his remit to do. Obviously, we would all have told him how sorry we were and explained what had happened, and sent our best wishes to Lord Delgar and Lady Angelette de Greymont along the way. She would tell Caspar what she was doing, explain to him where he could find her. Obviously, she's not going to directly go back and work for him, but she might do possibly things for the church, in connection with the church. I don't think she'd do it directly for Macias or Ask. I think she would probably do something for Armin if she was requested. But essentially she would leave the full-time employ of Caspar and travel down. Her I think how she would see her journey going would be her return path to Stagwick from Thraben. So she would want to stop at Havengold to see her parents and her brothers, Reuben and Yana, Rannan and Arlen, and leave some money. She'd want to hop then down to Dranau, follow the coast back down, almost in the same way as they went down it originally, but obviously it would be quicker with the ship and safer. She'd want to offer Esther the chance to stop and see Florent and Robert and Callie, and give her a bit of time to connect and tell her story and stuff. She'd probably then hop down to Selhoff, where they could all meet up at the cathedral with Ruth and Gerhard, Caddo, Colbean,
Boom,
Alia
geezer.
and Roman. Yeah, Alia and Roman, I mean, they kind of got to know them from, they came on the siege with them. Not on the siege, sorry, on the heist with them. And then from there, I think she would want to hop down to Stagwick then, and perhaps take up long-term lodgings at the Heart and Hearth, settle up with the Stonewell estate with Richard, obviously reconnect with Mary, Al, Ivona, Brady, the children. And I think that she would probably want to put on a big party for the entire community at the Heart and Hearth, and reveal her plans for the hall, which includes everybody in the community, to make it a communal space, local meetings, weddings, even funerals, stuff like that. And then she would begin hiring local workmen, so like maybe Eliza to do all the ironmongery work, new front gates, new railings, anything that required ironmongery and hooks and everything in the house, and then she would employ as many people as she could from the lumberyard, and I think it would probably take the best of 5 years restoration and renovation on the hall. You can't do everything all at once because it's furniture, decor, roof, outer perimeter walls, the well, the gardens. But what she would do is she would use the lyre of building to speed the process of workforce numbers. Obviously, it's a magical item. It's not going to work every time, but I think it would, on the times that it would work. I think it does the work of 100 people for so many.
I think it's only for digging though, digging or building walls.
No, I'm not quite sure. I'd have to look up. I'll look it up in a minute and see if I can find the description of it. I did have it on my screen, but she would use that to aid the process of building and reparations and things like that.
Is Fantasy Kevin McLeod going to turn up halfway through?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. This home's not going under the hammer though.
This is a truly beautiful space.
I'm going to wander through the rooms and look lovingly at the ceilings and put my hands on my hips in true posing fashion. Yeah.
And it came in under budget.
I wish, I jolly well hope it does, but I get the sincere feeling. Yeah, I mean, she'd send furniture out to Selhoff to be, like the chaise lounge and things like that. She would send all this stuff out and the paintings.
Repair shop.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the repair shop. So she'd send the pictures out, stuff like that, and get them restored, get as much of the stuff that was in the house that was salvageable to be restored. And, you know, that would cost whatever it costs. She'd put a strong room in the cellar and have pay somebody to put some wards on it, maybe Genric if he can do it, so that their spirited housekeeper and galley runner, Paul Whistlemeyer, you know, you've got to have some areas that perhaps he doesn't go in because it's everybody's communal valuables in there. So everybody would have a key, there'd be a strong room in the cellar, that kind of thing. But there are two things that Alora would buy for Ogvar. The first one would be a pool cue with his name inscribed in it, because when Ogvar claims the pool table, it didn't have any pool cues with it. Now, I didn't check on whether there are any balls.
I completely forgot you'd got the pool table.
Otherwise, it's going to be like air snooker, isn't it, or air pool? Yeah, I'd have to create an image. You'd have to have like a mirror image of red balls or something on the table. And also, the other thing she would do is in the kitchen, she would have a mug hook with his name over the top of it, so he could hang his mug that she brought him from Gloomrest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what she would do, I think. So people can stay on the ship, you know, dock the ship there, or they can take rooms in the Heart and Hearth. She's going to have a long-term room in the Heart and Hearth as well, and stay somewhere where there's community. She'd probably decant from the ship to the, you know, to the Heart and Hearth. You know, and I suppose she would probably end up with that room for about a year until she could actually move into something sensible in the house, really, I suppose. You know, kind of approximations. But what everyone else was doing, I don't know. What would Ogvar do going forwards?
After finishing up business in Thraben, obviously settling matters with the de Greymont families and whatnot, I think he'd still keep in contact with them, purely because of the fact he felt somewhat responsible, being as he entered this task with queuing. And I think he would somewhat accept Alora's offer to use Stonewall Manor, but he would sort of spend his time possibly, as he feels responsible and almost like he owes a debt to the de Greymont family, he'd probably spend a bit of time looking after whatever they need, a bit of what's the word? Not a gamekeeper, a bit of a groundsman type thing on the estate, using his forestry skills and whatnot. He would probably spend time travelling between the two locations, and I don't know what he would use. He'd probably go under his own steam rather than using the ship. Big ship to fly about on oneself. So I imagine that would probably stay at Stonewell Hall, and he'd just pilot it whenever needed, really.
Yeah, I think Alora would take probably regular visits out back to Selhoff Cathedral to see friends there. She would ask Genric if he would be willing to go back she would ask Genric if he would be able to help Evan in some way with some kind of communication, magical wizardry devices, because he's really good at developing stuff, isn't he? He's actually quite an inventor. Yeah. So I think she would ask Genric if he can help, and then obviously the ship's at Genric and Eric's disposal if they want to go back over and he wants to see Hans and check on how things, because it's a good 2-week trip, isn't it, back across to get to Gatstaff, even on the ship. So yeah, I mean, she would move about and she would visit Thraben, and for supplies, so the ship will come in very, very useful for moving supplies about, and if anybody needs to move it or we go visit people, I think we would do that, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ogvar could sort of start a man with van. Man with ship.
Is this where the rag and bone man starts? Where you've got like a cart with the bell on it? Any old iron, any old iron.
So yeah.
That's very English, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, that's what sort of Ogvar seems. So obviously, you would like to spend time with the people of Stagwick. Obviously, spend time with Ivona. It sort of just obviously she's got parents and all that, but pop in on it from time to time.
Yeah, well, that's a good combination trip, isn't it?
Yeah.
We could go over to Gatstaff, visit people in Gatstaff, Lena and Belle and people like that, and then you can go home from there because it's a short hop, and then Jenrick can maybe come with us to see Hans. So yeah, I know it's a 2-week trip over there. It's like a 2-week over and a 2-week back, but I think you would probably do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does the DM see happening in the future of Innistrad, is it being left open ended?
It's very much being left open ended, and that's something I've kind of touched on with Rick before. I suppose in the capacity of Rick being a much more experienced DM, in that Innistrad has got its own lore and its own setting, as per the original Magic the Gathering, with the coast kind of setting. And I didn't want to really kind of tread too much over that lore, or have to try and work around it.
Okay.
So it's very much kind of like an open-ended thing, I think is what I'll say.
Okay.
I definitely think that during this time in Thraben, before they travelled down, Alora would speak to Armin about finding a cleric within the church of a high enough order to remove this blooming cursed bracelet from Ogvar's wrist.
Oh yeah.
That definitely would need to happen, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably something you could get to do. Yeah.
Well, you don't want to stay with the crying and the wailing every night, do you?
Not particularly, no.
No, it's like being married, isn't it? He's saying nothing.
I don't.
Is she home yet?
I don't know. I'm not brave enough to check.
Oh, God. Oh, goodness me.
Jesus.
That's just funny. Yeah, well, okay, so before we go into the general chat and reminiscing over all the things that happened, I've kind of got some questions for you.
Shoot.
Oh, no, sorry, I'm looking at Ryan, but I'm speaking to Yasmin, so that makes total sense, doesn't it? Guys, you should know me by now.
Unfortunately, I do.
Okay, so, right, so when... Okay, my first question. Where... do we bump into Sato again? Please tell me this guy doesn't turn up at Stonewell Hall or the Heart and Hearth. I mean, this guy's really interesting. I find him quite intriguing. I half expected...
He's heard there's a new strong room to break into, and you open it one day, he's sat in there.
Yeah, taking his infinite ladder back. He sat on top of the bureau that we got out of the ship and just sat there.
I mean, yeah, you will 100% bump into Sato again at some points. I mean, you might go and try and liquidate some of your magic items, and he's just there.
Yeah, he's the ideal person, isn't it? You mention it and he appears. I half expected her to say, as Micaeus leaves the room, Sato appears. I was just waiting for that. I just had this feeling that he'd have his feet up on a desk or something, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought he was a really interesting character. I liked him.
Yeah.
My next question is... Things happened, and obviously because, well, meta, try not to, Ogvar never told us of his experience in the woods with Orland, about the sticky straps.
Nope.
He never told anybody. What the hell is the deal with Orland, who I absolutely love, by the way?
Yeah, there's a lot going on with Orland that's not really explained.
He said at one point, I can't remember what it was, but Ogvar had said something about, can you see this? And he's going, I can't see that, can I? I'm a bag, I haven't got eyes. But yet he can see.
Yeah, he knows what's
the
going on
flowers
around
and leaves
him.
in the forest to collect. So what is going on with that?
So, Orland is something that I've been sitting on since the first, first concept. It's something which I feel like I laid down some pretty strong hints, and nobody ever picked them up. But the long and short of Orland is he isn't actually a magical bag.
Right.
He is a mimic.
No. Oh, sticky straps.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that seems so obvious now. Did any of our listeners get that? Because we didn't. We totally bypassed it.
I thought for sure that you would get that because you have an affinity for getting stuck to mimics.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, I know. I mean, if anybody should have spotted it, bloody Laura should have.
But it was something from the very beginning that the concept. I liked the concept of a Herod's handy haversack, which is obviously the original kind of item, but I wanted it to be sentient. And then I thought, you know what, the best way you can have sentient magical items and they're really fun. But you know what, it'd be even funnier if he was actually just a mimic. So he was he was a mimic all along, and he never got into a situation where he was embroiled in combat and attached to one of you, because
we actually protected him to a degree, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because we didn't want him damaged.
Because if you'd have got in combat and he'd have taken some damage, he would have attacked back, and it never happened. And essentially, the stars never aligned for that to happen. But
we
no,
did actually mention. I think I mentioned at one point. I wonder if he's able to combat. Has he got an AC? What can he fight back? I think I did mention that at one point, but it never occurred to me beyond that.
Yeah. So he was a talking mimic, and off the top of my head, I think mimics have blind sight.
Goodness, okay.
I'm pretty sure it's blind sight. I'm not going
honest.
to check though, but I'm pretty sure it's blind sight.
Hold my hands up, gotta be honest, didn't twig that
No,
at all.
not at all.
No. I think we're so embroiled in the story and what was going on everywhere else, in the scenery, if you know what I mean. I just don't think, no. That's brilliant.
Nope.
And I absolutely love Orland. Love Orland. Just such an interesting character, and just his sarcasm and his grumpiness, brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
I don't know what you
Love
mean,
that.
that's just me.
Well, I know that, I was just being polite. Okay, so that was Orland, so that's brilliant. So what's the story with Esther? Was there any real capabilities with Esther? We knew that she was like a fighter come cleric, but was there anything else that we never really peeled back on her story at all?
Not particularly, no. So Esther was pretty much as you saw her, and you were kind of given all the information about Esther. She started off a little bit stronger than you, but obviously you've gone through several level ups and she hasn't leveled up at the same pace, and that's by design. Because as a DM, as a fairly unconfident DM back at the start, I wanted to have a safety net in place for that kind of first big chunk of the adventure. I wanted a little bit of a safety net in place where I could, if things went slightly wrong, have that DM fiat, DM NPC step in and haul your asses out of trouble. That was the initial concept of Esther, but obviously I never had to use her in that sense. And as you guys have leveled up, you've obviously far outscaled her in terms of leveling up, because I think she's still sat somewhere around about level 8 or something. I'd have to check specifically.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Let me just check, because I've got the sheets.
That's cool.
Because I'm pretty sure she's level 8. I was just found Portia Bella's.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's Sato's sheet as well. The things you find, eh? Sorry,
What the hell was Sato?
She was sorry. Esther was actually level 10.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
you did basically outstrip her fairly quickly, and I never really had to use her. And then she just kind of became a companion, really, for you guys.
Right. Okay. So my next question, The event at the top of the lighthouse, was that actually a portal that was created out of the dark? Because we obviously couldn't see a portal because it was like magical darkness. But was that actually, firstly, was it a portal to the Drunken Mire? I'm assuming it was,
Yes.
because it was miles away.
Yes.
Okay. And can I just check, the big bad evil guy that was in there, was that in fact Istroth, the third prong?
It was indeed.
Right. Okay, which we would never have known at that point.
No, not that
but
point in the story.
clues
No.
were there afterwards.
Yeah.
And what was the deal with Ogvar and Otto's matching gems?
So that was a slightly interesting one. So that was something which I kind of came up with the concept for because, and this links back more to each of you as characters, with the exception of Otto. So originally, with the 3 original characters, with Kewin, with Alora and Ogvar, I gave you all what was essentially in 3.5 ED&D a bloodline. So you were in fact a little bit overpowered in terms of standard character build. So you each had custom bloodlines, which is where you...
Christ, you wouldn't have known that when we got to the bees, would you? Level 1 bees.
Or a tapestry.
Buzz,
My
bitch.
God. We'll come on to that in a minute.
Yeah, so when you encountered that strangeness in the bottom of Junau Cathedral, you were given bloodline blessings, basically. And that's because I wanted to add a little bit of a special twist, a little bit of a personal customization for each of your characters. So what I had like a big sheet of paper which basically went through from levels 1 to 20 following a template, and you got certain boons at certain levels, and that might have been an increase in AC or an increase to some of your skill checks, or certain things like spells like Salt Ray, and they were tailored to each of your characters, basically your core concepts. So for the 3 of you, for Kewin, Ogvar and Alora, that's what happened. And then obviously when we had Perrin, when we had Spencer, when we had Rick join, they didn't get them.
Right, okay.
So basically, coming back to the original question about the gems, the gem was actually linked to your bloodline, Ryan. So the concept was, and it never actually came into play, and then I kind of chucked the second gem in there as basically as like a DM's tool to link Otto to you.
Okay, yeah.
But the concept of it is that basically the deity, the ancient deity which had sponsored you, Ogvar, had a shrine. And at that shrine there was a statue of a stone heart which had 2 empty eye sockets. The green gems would have, if we ever got to that point, the green gems would have fit into the eye sockets, which would have given you access to basically like a shrine or a temple, which would have given you a slight boost. Basically, it would have given you some extra bits and bobs. And essentially the premise was that it was just originally going to have 1 eye missing, and when you got your class feature where you got Murdoch, Murdoch came to you carrying it as he was sent to you with it. That was the premise.
Right.
So he brought you the gem, that's how you acquired Murdoch, and then it linked to your bloodline boon through this way. Obviously there wasn't a way for you to tell because I never dropped it in, because the adventure was going in such a path that had I seeded it in any further, it would have just been, I think, a distraction, and it wouldn't have been, it would have been a bit of a random aside at that point. But that was the general premise.
Okay.
Right, okay. So, personal questions for you then. So, how has the journey been for you?
Long.
Okay, moving on to the next question.
It's been fun and interesting. I mean, 4.5 years is a heck of a lot of time, and I mean, I think for me, there's been such growth in me as a DM from when I started. Was it 2020 or 2019?
It was your birthday. It was the 18th of July 2021. The first episode went out.
Oh, yeah. I still think it's 2024. It's 2025. We're nearly into 2026. I'm still a year behind. No. So when I started, when starting campaign back in 2021 to now, I think I've grown so much as a DM, and kind of coming off the back of where my introduction to D&D was in 3.5 edition, which is obviously where we stuck with, even though 5e was out, to kind of the point now where I'm sat here and I'm like, let's move over to 5e, let's move over to a new system. I've got more confidence as a DM. I think I've got better player management skills, better story building skills, and I think there's just been it's been an interesting journey to try and obviously pick out those parts where I can improve as a DM and actually kind of see. I mean, the difference from like 4.5 years ago to now, I think is impressive. I would say.
I think the biggest challenge that I see for you is you really need to learn to measure. Heights, lengths, distances, really random.
It's not going to happen. I can't visualise distances. Okay, I can't visualise.
How big's the tower? 500 feet tall. How wide is it? 200 feet wide. 50 feet. Was it? It should be something like 30 feet or 50 feet or something. I was like,
in radius, yes.
That's not very wide. That's how she got round it.
You know what?
She said it's 50 feet wide.
You DM your own campaign and put in buildings of certain measurements.
No, really,
I'll wait.
I genuinely couldn't do that. It's just, that's not a me thing. So all power to your elbow. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Yeah. So have you got a particular favourite moment?
Ooh.
She's dropped.
No, I haven't dropped off. I'm saying ooh. I don't know.
Ooh.
I'm just trying to think. I mean, I think one of the bits which sticks with me the most is "You're in pieces, bits and pieces." I mean,
Oh no.
it's catchy. It's terrible, but it's catchy.
Oh. Yeah.
There have been so many funny moments. I think the reach around in the minecart was quite funny as well.
Oh god.
There were so many funny bits. I can't even remember half of the NPCs I created. I'm not going to lie with you. You said Sato, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, he was there as well, wasn't he? So I forgot about him.
Well, off the back of that, I mean, if I start, because I went through my notes, not in great detail, because I have got very detailed notes, but I went through and picked out a lot of the key moments for me, and I'm sure other things will come off the back of that. So what I'm going to do is I'll go through my list and we'll see what everybody has to add to it.
Yeah.
So the first thing that I've got written down was the cracked acorn in Gloomrest. Brilliant description, beautiful description of that inn. It really set the scene. But for me, bloody Everett Hallowstrike, that bloke was obnoxious. And as Laura just thoroughly enjoyed getting one over on him with that extra bottle of wine that was in the case that she then flogged for 50 gold pieces. And that's how she bought everybody's mugs for them. She bought Kewin a mug and bought Ogvar a mug.
Is it the cracked acorn that we got Kewin drunk?
Yes.
Yes, you spiked him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really funny. Really funny. So that was my first moment, and that Everett Hallowstrike just really stuck for me. He was just such a chauvinist. I think as we left Gloomrest, that was our first encounter that we had with the Skurstag.
Yes.
But going on from that, when the storm blew in, the first storm, when we were on the road before we got to Drenau,
yes,
we had the whole thing. Kewin had this thing with caltrops. Everything had to have caltrops around it before he went in his tent. Or before everyone else. It was like, oh, don't come out of your tent. Be careful if you come out of your tent. There's caltrops everywhere. And you're like, what? And then the next morning, when after that huge storm, I mean, the fire was sopping wet. The guy just lit it. He got a nat 20.
Nat 20,
he nat 20'd it, and he just lit that fire, and you're like, Really?
I actually think one of the funniest. You just saying that's just reminded me. The instant spit.
Yes.
He was looking for like the sticks to spit it, and I was like, you know what? Yeah, you find an instant spit. I was 100% joking, and he just ran with it, and I was like,
that's the thing now.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's canon now. Yeah, yeah. An instant spit. And then on that same journey before we reached Junau, it was like they were looking for food, and he went off hunting for chives and came back with grass. And he was convinced, oh look, I've got this bunch of chives. You're like, Kieran, that's grass.
oh, they grow everywhere.
Best thing you can do with that is roll it and smoke it. And then of course you've got the cover up by Ogvar when, he says a huge deer ran into him with a nut shot and floored him, and actually it was just like a little baby fawn.
No, huge. Almost an elk.
Huge.
Huge.
Let alone the fact that later on, before we reached Junau, you caught that deer and then they mugged you off when you sold the inn.
Yeah, it was.
So funny. So funny. The next thing I've got on my list that really stuck out for me, if you pardon the pun, was the pants off the promontory.
Oh yeah.
Firing the dirty pants.
The pants out of Orland.
Yeah, he got the pants out of Orland because he was like, oh, disgusting. The bloke who owned me before. Well, of course, it turned out to be Florent, didn't it? And like, it was Florent's dirty underpants. And it was like, you fired them off the promontory. That was so funny. We were in tears on that one.
That was good, yeah.
Very funny. And then you got episode 8. I will never forget it. Episode 8, The Catalogue of Errors.
Yes.
With the goddamn book.
Yes.
Where I cast grease on the floor. Because for some reason in my head, the book was walking across the floor and it was actually flying. I cast grease.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
That fight on went on a lot longer than it really should have.
Oh my god, it was funny.
You guys just
Everyone
seem
was
to
like,
have issues with like animated objects. It's great.
Oh, jeez. And it's like you tried to chain it. We had to jump on top of it. It was trying to break the spine of it. Kieran was like whacking the hell out of it, wasn't he? Was it him that got the final blows in? I think it might be.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, we haven't dealt well with animated objects really. On the tally, we've got an animated book that gave us grief, an animated tapestry, an animated suit of armour,
Candlestick.
Well,
the candlestick. That candlestick was brilliant.
I don't think it was that much grief.
No, but it was how you dealt with it. It's like, right, there's an animated candlestick. It's giving you a load of grief. It's really annoying. What are you going to do? Right. It stood on like a table, is it? Yeah.
Is there a drawer?
The table? Yeah, there's a drawer in the table. I'm opening the drawer, putting the candlestick in and closing the drawer. That's it, done. Excellent.
I didn't know what to do with that.
Scuppered.
I genuinely was agog. I was like, shit.
That's so funny. Didn't you have to roll to see if there was a drawer in it?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
That was really funny. I loved that. Then there was the whole thing with the topiary.
Oh, yeah.
I see. I liked that.
hated that. I just sulked. Elora just wanted to sit on the bucket and eat all the sandwiches. She was so crap at it. My dice rolls were awful.
See, I really like that.
Just awful.
I love some of the monsters that are in the monster manuals. I think the topiary Guardians were like from the Monster Manual 5, or was it 4 or 5 or something? The 3.5 in Monster Manual 4 or 5. They are so cool as monsters. Like they're really, really fun. And I loved them.
Fantastic. Then we got the fight with the tapestry. That thing just... it had me. Then I got out of it and it had Kieran.
Yeah.
Well, it's the fact that you were trying to hit it while you were wrapped up inside of it. It's like, this is obviously not going to go well.
Which went awry, didn't it? The oil went all wrong. That was again, another blooming tragic dice roll, that was. What else we've got? The Underground Arena in Junau. Tin Man. The Great Club.
Yeah.
The Greasy Great Club. Kept flying into, it kept dropping it, and then it flew into the audience, and I think you got a nat 20 and caught it out of the air or something.
Wanged it to the side.
Yeah. The lettuce.
And we made a load. No, that was at Selhoff. That was at
I know,
Selhurst
but it was one of the underground arenas. Just the lettuce, they just exploded
The
it.
lettuce was brilliant. Absolutely, because there was that low-level wizard that was just setting out, and we're like, oh, come on, you go first. So he did, and it was like, okay, your turn, Alora. Wallop! Watch that lettuce fly. Brilliant. What else is on my list? The ferry fiasco at Ospin Point with the water elemental.
Yes.
But it wasn't. It just flung the one guy. We never saw him again.
Yeah.
But it was the thing with Caddo afterwards with the collection plate.
Yeah.
He's like, what's he collect? An eyeball.
Yeah, a glass eye.
Yeah.
He had all kinds of random stuff in there. He got an eyeball, didn't he? Somebody put an eyeball into collection plate.
It's just the way that Spencer played it there is
Brilliant.
Yeah, that was
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. That was a really good point.
That one's for you, Spencer.
Yeah.
And he did have this fascination with food everywhere he went, didn't he? He was like, what are we having to eat? What meal is that? What have they got on the menu? Like, what the hell? And when you were going, he was going across the bar and all the gravy.
The
dog
pickle following him.
Pickle, yeah. Then there was in Selhoff when we met Gerhard and Ruth, and it's like there was an underlying theme here that every time we had a conversation with Gerhard, you'd look down and Caddo would be prostrating himself on the floor. And in the end, like, Gerhard was like, yes, just get up, boy. What are you doing down there? Great, loved it. Then we got... Go on.
Jumping back in a bit, the bats in the cathedral with queuing, chucking them.
God.
Oh my
No
God.
queuing goes, well,
So
there you go, just
funny.
whacked them down the stairs.
It's like, what happened overnight? My bat in the belfry. But of course, we didn't realise that what's-his-face was in the belfry. Oh, what was the
Riker.
Riker was in the belfry. We never found that out until later when we were actually in the underground arena and he challenged Esther.
Yeah.
But coming down and finding those little black blobs on the floor, what are they? Well, they're bats. Oh no! So I pick them up, take them upstairs, and then revive them. They all start flying around, and you just grabbed a tea tray to waft them out the door.
The Foley
It's like
sounds.
the one that-
The Foley sound effects
Yeah,
you had
yeah.
to do for that.
The Foley sound.
I mean, you were
we did.
sat
That
there.
was
You were
fun.
sat there with the phone recording, and I was stood in the living room wafting around a tea
Wafting.
tray.
Yeah. And it's like the minecart sounds. I was getting all the fire pokers and stuff doing that with that one. We've done some fun stuff over the time, but I mean the paladin throwing the bat, going, oh, there you go, just chucking it down the stairs. You're like, what is wrong with you? Oh God, that was funny. And then we got, what else we got? We've got this Pop's Brew, the flying cab. Oh, Whack-a-Col. That one was at Selhoff as well. Where we got the Whack-a-Col, where the thing kept popping its head up and he had to whack it with a mallet or something. Yeah, we called it Whack-a-Col instead of Whack-a-Mole. Do you remember Arvis and Esther? We left them alone and they got absolutely hammered on those cocktails. Do you remember what the cocktails were called? Something Shirley Avison's. That was it,
Shirley Avison's is Sex on the Silver Beach.
That's it, yeah. And you had to drag Arvis up the stairs and she was throwing up.
Yeah.
Projectile vomit everywhere.
But we had a point as well that whenever a female NPC was introduced, Spencer would go, oh,
It's so funny.
I think honourable.
I think that just stemmed from how poor I handled Portia Bello.
Yeah. Oh God, you took some ribbing over that one.
I did.
Yeah, bless you. Yeah. Now.
So he's all sat around the table at that point, and everyone's saying Ryan has gone visibly red.
That's it. Yes, you had. It was quite funny. You'd got a strange colour of pews. Actually, it was really funny. Right, one of the NPCs that really stuck out for me. I wouldn't necessarily say it's my absolute favourite, but one of the ones that stuck out for me was Jerome van der Tak with his Battle of Dryfish Dock.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Jesus
do you remember
Christ.
when that he was saying, stand in a line, stand up, and then he was giving out all these orders, and then Caddo just went, silence.
Yeah.
Just cast silence on him. and they went off to try try and sneak into the stores to get the disguises, and you just went, oh, sod it. He went over to the nearest brazier and put his coffee pot on it. That was so funny.
Yeah. Oh, that was, yeah.
Oh, that was so good. Then we got... Oh, hang on. My laptop is dying. Dying it is. I need to plug it in.
Can I ask a question then, Yaz, for you?
Yeah, go for it.
Being as I don't know if we had any left at the end of it, but what was the deal with the potion of dire situation?
Oh, God, yeah, I've still got one. I finished with one.
What would have happened if we'd have drunk it? Drunk?
I'm going to be honest with you, right? The potion of dire
Red herring.
No, genuinely. The potion of dire situation was just something I came up with on the spot, and then I went, fuck, I don't know what it actually does. Behind
the screens.
It was literally the meme of the goblin, the DM with the note saying "sexy goblin?" ? Literally, I created it, and then I was like, I need to figure out what this thing does. And then I thought, what I'm going to have it do is they're going to have it apply the template of a dire beast to the person if they drink it. And then by the time you got round to actually using one of them, I'd forgotten that that's what I was going to do, hadn't prepared it, so I just went, fuck it, it does something random. Which helps you.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm still walking around with one of those.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's not a sequel. Okay, so then for me, this was one of my favourite parts of the pod is the heist. The planning took just forever.
Oh,
it was like pulling teeth in place. It's behind the scenes. We were just like, oh God.
I don't know how much of that planning actually got put out as.
I don't know.
There was a decent amount cut.
There was a couple. It took a couple of sessions to plan that, didn't it?
Oh God, yeah. Hours of planning. But you got Colbean with his boom geezer.
Yeah.
Boom geezer.
Little boom, big boom. Yeah, that was brilliant. And then, of course, you got the whole thing with Sato, just with his feet up the Sato, puffing on his pipe with the smoke animals. I thought that was a lovely description. Alia and Roman coming on the heist with us, and when who was it who knocked out one ear? And then Caddo decided to just tie her up in knots, didn't he? And left her in the bushes.
Yeah.
And Roman was like, really? And then when we got to the balcony, and he was going to try, Kuhn was going to go up the steps of the balcony to knock the bloke out, and ended up rolling
Nat 20.
and that 20 plus God knows
Snapped his neck.
Snapped his neck.
Well, he'd taken the potion of bull strength as well. The thing is, I sat there and I was like, well,
It was all roided up.
Yeah, he rolled like a 30-something in total.
Yeah.
It was insanely massive, like the total. It was somewhere like reached 32 or something. And I was like, well, he's rolled a natural 20. He's trying to knock him out, but he's taken the potion. I was like, I don't know what to do with that. I was like, he's going to have to knock him out so well that it's permanent.
It's just the look on Roman's face as well. I should describe the look on Roman's face, like, what's that? So of course then we get in.
Yeah.
And
the suit of armour.
The whole thing with the suit of
the
armour.
animated armour, yeah.
But it was like I got to make a concentration check. I was attacking him. Was it a lightning bolt or something? But I got clattered, so I had to make a concentration check, and I got a nat 20. I was so excited about passing that concentration check, and then the next thing we know is Ogvar jumps on his head, tries to wrestle the helm off it unsuccessfully, and ends up going out the window.
Yeah, that was good.
That was brilliant. And then, of course, Esther jumped out the window after you.
Yeah.
And for some reason, you'd spread your bag of marbles everywhere.
Well, I thought the guard came out. I thought he was going to chase me. So I went full Tom and Jerry on it.
You never did replace that bag of marbles.
No. Didn't I manage to bluff him in the end?
You did, yes.
Something like that.
Yeah, I bluffed him.
Yeah.
You're like, nothing to see here.
It's okay over here, carry on. Yeah.
Okay.
And then of course when we got into the Axum strong room, there's a bloody mimic chest. And I got face planted into a wall.
Why did
which
not-
is when all the damage was done and Caddo healed me, and from that point I got one eye.
No, that was a fire. That was a fire trap.
It gouted fire, didn't it? And there was Ogvar, Esther, and Alora all lost one eyebrow. But my eyebrow, because of Caddo, like really did a massive heal. It just started growing like bushy, didn't it, on one side?
So when we went into that strong room and there was a mimic in there, well, I didn't order and go, right, bro.
Yeah. Battle of the Mimics. Yeah.
Wait, it wasn't.
Step in, did he?
It wasn't just any mimic. It was a chonky mimic.
Chunky mimic.
Because it had massive arms. It was a battering mimic. It wasn't like a grabby and smashy. It was like a. It was like a.
Hang on a minute.
Fuck your day up mimic.
So we actually didn't need to stick those gems to the outside of Orland. We could have just put them on him and they'd have stuck.
No, mimics don't work like that. But nice try.
Oh, okay.
Only when you touch them.
Yeah, I was going to say, because otherwise, how did we get his chainmail off? It would be welded to
The
it.
thing is, mimics can choose to be sticky.
Well, yeah. Oh, God. What's the next one? Siege at the Cathedral. Oh, queuing, running up and down the towers, like the stairs.
He
running
ran
from one
everywhere.
tower to another. And he's like, he wants to get in the fight, but he's running up the north tower, then he's running back and then up the south tower.
He's like, I don't get to hit anything. Well, you're running up and down the towers.
Oh, and the look on his face when you got the bucket helm and she gave you a +1 to your AC on that one.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I like my bucket helm.
Absolutely brilliant. And here's a bit of a spoiler. I can't say too much, but that particular bucket helm pops up in a future adventure. Yes, it does, but you didn't hear it here.
Of course not.
You have to listen to find out. Yeah, and then there was the catapults just kept arriving. We destroy them, and then another one would be whipped out from somewhere.
Infinite catapult machine.
And that defenestrating sphere that Alora cast.
Yeah.
And that bloke went to maximum 80 feet. He arrived level with the top of the tower, didn't he? Going, whee!
I think honourable mention was when Colbean got shot in the leg, and Kieran was like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "I've been shot in my chest, obviously." He's like,
I've got.
That looks like your leg."
Yeah, I've written that. That's on my next point. Literally, when Colbean got shot, and then Ogvar got hit by an arrow, came back in, shut the front doors, and then Colbean staggered in from the back with an arrow sticking out of his leg.
Yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
I know somehow Ogvar managed to hold the whole back of the cathedral on his own.
Okay, just. And your giant carrot.
Giant carrot, yeah.
After Armand and Cass had wandered in, you dragging a giant.
The spoils of war.
Yeah, we're trying to.
Saluting the bucket.
We're trying to impress this champion of the church, and meanwhile in the background, Ogvar comes through dragging a giant carrot. Let alone the guy that you did the cold shot on the wall behind the cathedral.
Took his fingers off.
Shot his finger off. Brilliant. That was brilliant.
Yeah.
And that sort of took us down. I mean, there was a lot happened in between, but we eventually made it down to Stagwick, didn't we? With the Mushrooms event.
Yes, that was an event.
Caused Alora to go a little bit off the rails and careening in.
No one else witnessed it.
Into the bathroom and go, "Oh, you'll never guess what I've just seen." Brilliant. Oh God.
Christ.
And of course, you know, that was just great. That was great. I loved it. And then at Stagwick, not Stagwick, sorry, well, it was at Stagwick, but at Stonewell Hall, when Otto wandered in, having connected in his dreams and followed you there, because somebody was telling him to be there. And that whole exchange there, and then when we went down the stairs into the cellar, and there was the butler come vampire.
Yes.
And I have to say, I just, again, that defenestrating sphere and that lightning bolt combo was quite useful.
Yeah,
I liked that. That worked well until he broke it, of course. God, what else we got? getting into Jenric's tower.
Yeah.
You had the doors, the joke doors, and the flower pot was where it started, wasn't it? The
Oh
flower pot
yeah,
on the head.
yeah. Before we even went into the cave, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well have had clown sounds and all the rest of it, because you got booted out the back of the tower when you thought you'd gone into
Yeah,
it.
we went in, walked along a dark passage, came out the other
Yeah, you
side.
got booted out by a big red boot or
Yeah,
something, didn't you?
yeah.
And then we ended up going underneath, didn't we, down onto the beach,
Yeah.
and then in through the cave. Why Kewin had to go and attack the stuck eel is beyond me. I still don't know why he just going. Okay, that's stuck. It's busy. It's not going anywhere. Let's move on.
It's defenceless. I'm going to hit that then.
I'm going to go and hit it.
I think it was all of our faces
Why?
around the table when he did that. We were all just like,
Why would you do?
yeah, that face, Ryan.
And the result was he got eaten. So we had to
surprise.
do all kinds of nasty things to the eel to get him to throw up, and that was really close because that went right to the wire, didn't it?
Yeah.
So close.
Talking about aquatic
that-
creatures, the sea urchin incident.
Oh,
yeah. Otto.
exiting out the back passage. Ooh. Yeah, when he turned into a sea urchin. I mean, that was a really
Good play, that one.
intelligent play, that wasn't it? What can I turn? You've been eaten. What am I going to do? You're in its throat. What are you going to do? Okay, I'll turn into a sea urchin. What?
It's one of those moments where as a DM you sit there and you go, the fuck do I do with this?
Yeah.
It was some ridiculous amount of dice, though.
It was D6s and
It
all
was-
sorts. It was loads of D6s.
It was D10s, wasn't it? It was D10s. There were a huge number of D10s.
Yeah, something.
Yeah. And then you got that ruddy step in the biome on the 6th floor going up to the 7th. Every single time it got a Laura.
Yeah.
Every single time. Goddamn thing.
Skill issue.
Yeah, but it even resisted Otto when Otto tried to wood shape it.
Yeah, wood shape, yeah.
He had to have words with it, I believe. It's like a sentient step, wasn't it? Always have trouble with anything sentient.
Yeah.
Terrible.
I think the sheer number of random creatures that I've had to roleplay as. I mean, he went and he decided to talk to the rats, and I'm there like, now I've got to have a fucking conversation between two rats. Like, what?
and two cockroaches.
Yeah.
Oh, don't even mention.
Oh, they were
roaches.
fantastic.
My
Jeff
games,
and
bro.
Joe.
My games.
It's so funny.
Oh, no,
I
Really
loved them.
funny.
They were great.
They stuck themselves to Otto. They just bonded with him. But the thing is, it was like when they got ejected from the tower into like the underground, like the underwater tower from the what was it? It was an instant fortress. Into the water, and one of them was drowning, and he had to go down and save it, and give it CPR.
Oh no, bro.
Cockroach pulmonary resuscitation, isn't it? And then you got the other one I quite liked that Alora did, which was I love using inanimate, like just general everyday objects. If I've got something in my inventory, it was the frying pan with the fingers round the door in the Shattered Moon when we were trying to get into the galley. Those mephits.
Yeah.
And it had its fingers round the door, so I grabbed the frying pan and hit its fingers. Quite like that.
Yeah.
And how about the cheap trick with Vero, the exploding runes? His exploding rune on the scroll. That was good.
Yeah.
Read it.
Fell for that, didn't it? Sometimes you've got to love the dice, haven't you? Sometimes they just do it for you.
The thing is, Eric was like, I think a level 5 wizard. Like, he's really low level, and you dragged him into a fight with a lich, and I was like, how do I not kill the NPC? Which I think honourable mention of Eric as an NPC, with massive thanks to our listener Eric.
Eric Hopper.
Yep.
Eric Hopper,
Yeah.
For designing that NPC. Absolutely
massive
amazing.
shout out to Eric Hopper. Well done for that one.
And I hope I've done him
thank you for your
justice.
support.
Yeah. Yes, and I'm going to mention this time, rather like Ryan's just said, thank you so much to Eric Hopper for your support. It really did make a difference to us. Thank you very much. It's very much appreciated. And speaking of Eric, in the middle of the night when the rock, in that storm when the rock attacked, Alora was furious with him. I mean, to come up on deck bleary-eyed and then just want to go back to get... I tell you what, I wanted to chuck him overboard. So annoying. And he was so rude.
Well, you woke him up, what do you expect?
Rude. Oh. I feel like getting a cherry pie and some bees and returning the favour. And then, of course, Esther's fantastic idea of going for a drink and then inviting Paul Whistlemeyer to work on the ship. But that turned out brilliant, because yet another fantastically funny, entertaining, colourful, see-through character.
See, I think one of the funniest things, right, is when I've done treasure all throughout this campaign, the majority of the treasure has just been randomly rolled, right, off tables. The fact that I rolled the Vorpal knives, the Vorpal kitchen knives, and it was the most useless item, because I was trying to roll for something and it was like, oh, you get a Vorpal something, and I was like, Vorpal knives, set of Vorpal kitchen knives. It's like the most useless, inane item that you've ever seen, kitchen knives which are Vorpal. I mean...
Absolutely perfect for Paul Whistlemeyer there, wasn't it?
Perfect, yeah.
It's like it was meant to be. And then, of course, there was the absolute hysterical episode where Otto cast, was it Gust of Wind or something? It wasn't Gust of Wind, it was something else. Was it Gust of Wind?
The ship.
He blew the wind into the sails.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. The whole scene where Alora and Esther were watching out the tower window going, oh, they must be due back any time soon, as they come round the corner of the bay, and like it's like Tokyo drifted into the bay, and then it almost tips over onto its side, flicks back upright, and flings Murdoch out of the crow's nest. That was so funny.
I think there were so many hilarious moments throughout this, over 4.5 years. You're going to have a lot of hilarious moments, aren't you? There was too many to count. But I mean, I'm interested to know what NPC is A, your favourite, and B, your most hated.
Oh, I'll go for my most hated.
Go on.
To start with, I would go for Enoch Emmanuel Ballantyne.
Oh, he's on my list here. I've written down.
Yeah,
he was just gross.
Yeah.
Grotesque, repulsive, repugnant. How many more words can I think of? I mean, fat, greasy, dripping fat.
He is actually the Dolores Umbridge of this campaign, because he was never meant to be like someone you absolutely hated, but he had the most visceral reaction out of any of them, I think.
No, I mean he was gross. For me, I just got a thing about Everett Hallowstrike. I mean, he wasn't extreme, but he was the first NPC she really came across, and he was just arrogant, chauvinistic. It really made me bristle.
I'll tell you one, I could answer one here for Colin, if Colin was still here. It would be the shopkeeper.
Guy in the shop.
The random French guy.
He went to try and
was
it he went to try and sell, was it his shield? Was it?
I can't remember
not serve
what
your
it was.
here.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, I think most repugnant character, definitely Emmanuel Enoch Ballantyne, but somehow for me it was just Everett Hallowstrike. He just really got under my skin and stayed there. That was that, and that's like 4.5 years ago.
Yeah, it was very, very early on.
Maybe it's because you can draw parallels to people you've actually met in real life. Or no, in real life.
Christ. So what about your favourite
4.5 years has only made me worse. 4.5 years more cranky. Less tolerant.
Got a favourite then, Sam?
Favourite? Okay, let me run through some characters. I liked the group of Leopold, Big John, Ricky and Jeff.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
liked those because we travelled a fair way.
Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that bit.
I really liked Sato because I thought he was a really interesting yet mysterious, because you never really found out who or what he actually was. There's still mystery shrouded in that. I don't even know what kind of character Sato. I mean, you come out of it into meta, and you think, oh, okay, well, you were a ranger, I was a sorceress, Esther's a fighter / cleric. What the hell was Sato? What was he? What was he rolled up as?
So what do you think? That's going to be the interesting question. What do you think he was rolled up as?
Well, I've thought about this before, and I don't know. We've had this conversation before, and I'm just not. I mean, he dealt in magical items, and he was always just. He'd appear. He would. I will be wherever you want me to be. Was what he said.
I would go possibly Bard.
Okay, that's interesting.
Maybe. I don't know what he was carrying. He had a big backpack, like a net backpack on the back, didn't he? I don't know. Are you going to give up the information on that?
I will, yeah. So, Sato was designed as, effectively, in MTG terms, a planewalker.
Okay.
Right.
So he was designed to be not that that's his class or anything else, but he was designed to be a planewalker type character, so a character who is able to traverse the planes. Hence why he is able to get hold of rare items and random things.
Can you imagine if we'd known that, bearing in mind the ships?
Yeah.
The ship being able to travel through planar travel.
Yeah.
Sato might have been able to throw some light on that. Might have even come across. Oh, that's
So
really
he
interesting.
was in fact rolled as a level 20 monk.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. And
Wow.
the only reason I rolled up his stats is just for fun, simply because there was no need to ever do it. But he was rolled as
But
a
he
level
would
20
sit
monk.
cross-legged on top of things, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, just standard monk behaviour. Is that right?
Well, yeah.
All
I
monks
suppose
sit
that's-
cross-legged on top of things.
You're not allowed to do that anymore, are you? Oh, slap my hands. Oh dear, you're not allowed to box people in that way. Frankly. Right. Who didn't love Colbean?
Boom geezer.
Yeah. He's cool. He was
Such a colourful character.
cool. Yeah.
Right down to his crap copy of the maps. Just brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Jerome Van der Tak.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant NPC.
Do not ask me where Battle of the Dryfish Dock came from.
No.
I don't know.
Assumed you'd pulled that one out your hat.
Out my ass,
because
more like.
We haven't come across anywhere on the Innistrad map that says Battle of Dryfish Dock. I mean,
It might have just been like a small kerfuffle in the docks.
You are bang on the nail there, Ryan. It was literally the smallest altercation you can imagine, which he's amped up to be a battle.
over somebody landing undersized fish.
No fishing
more than
licence.
their quota. Yeah. And then, Leonard. I like Leonard. Leonard's Leatherworks.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
He was cool, yeah.
He was.
I mean, there's loads of NPCs. You've got Portia Bella, Richard,
Got
Ivona.
Sophia. Yes, Sophia Softblaze.
Yeah.
Oh God, what was her name in the? Oh no, that was her in the the
Spine
bookshop.
Mine.
Yeah,
Spine
Spine
Mine,
Mine. Yeah.
That was a great name
Yeah.
for a bookshop, the Spine Mine. Loved that. Whether we were ever supposed to collect all these books, because we only got one,
I think so. Yeah.
I think, and that was from the Lighthouse, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so much fun.
Yeah. Very
So
good.
much fun.
So go on then. Who is your favourite
God.
NPC? You've got to give me a solid answer on this one.
God. I want to go. with
There's
favourite
Genric. There's
Colby.
Eric.
Oh yeah.
Hans. Lena.
I do love Genric.
Yeah.
I find him quite intriguing. I also find it quite intriguing that there was definitely something that bubbled under the surface, despite the age gap between Genric and Esther.
Okay.
I just thought there was, but then Esther's fond of everybody, isn't she? Esther doesn't really judge. It's really hard not to make it Colbean or Jerome van der Tank, to be fair.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Colbean.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Colbean.
I think I would it'd be between either Esther, because Esther's done some fantastic things and been played really well. So she had some really good moments.
It's like somebody you actually want, that somebody stood in front of you that genuinely exists, that you want to go and love like a motherly figure.
Yeah.
Isn't she? Yeah.
Or for my own personal enjoyment, I think probably everybody else's personal enjoyment of me squirming was Portia Bella.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But just
great.
purely for the interaction
Lovely.
and
So lovely. So
how
lovely.
how unexpected that came out.
Isn't it funny how these things do pan out like
Yeah.
that sometimes, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think if you open Alora's journal, inside the front and back covers of Alora's journal, there are doodles and portraiture pictures that she's just sketched in her downtime of Armin de Cass.
I was wondering, like, does a Stonewell Hall have a Armin Ducasse poster?
No,
Yeah, on the
Cardboard
ceiling
cutout.
of the master bedroom. Yeah.
No, she did. I think Alora was quite drawn to Armin de Cass initially because, well, he's just so champion-like coming in when he did, but he was gushingly charming.
It's not like in Shrek 2 when Shrek opens Fiona's journal, like, Prince Charming, Prince Charming, Prince Charming, Prince Charming.
Yeah.
Armin Ducasse, Armin Ducasse, Armin
Yeah,
Ducasse.
I think as she would have been doing a journal, she would have been writing up a journal, but I think there would be doodles of Armin de Cass inside, and I think she would have secretly hoped that she met him again, and she was happy to see him again at the end.
I bet she was.
Although she actually did completely set that aside. She's not got like a little giggly girly crush. She would be interested in pursuing that, but that would either happen or it wouldn't naturally, because she has got other, she would have other things that she wanted to do. But yes, she had a soft spot for him.
Oh, I didn't pick
But
up
then
on
she
that.
also thought that Riker, although a vampire, he was handsome. He was absolutely handsome.
Absolutely not. Right. I think the most difficult moment, the most difficult thing for me as a DM in this entire campaign was that whole fucking conversation between Alora and Riker. Because you with that fucking Australian accent and Riker with the Irish, Jesus Christ. Never again.
I don't know why you go from like a sort of an Aussie / sort of New Zealand kind of area accent to Irish, but there is this there's something in the linguistics there for me that you just slide into the Irish, and if you try and do Irish, I slide back into.
It didn't help that your previous character before Alora was.
That was an Irish character.
Yeah.
So I even now I find that difficult to separate, and sometimes it just happens. And after 4.5 years of doing Alora, I am going to struggle to get out of that. It's going to naturally just slide back. And that's one downside to playing a character for so long. If you need to, when we've got all these other campaigns and these other adventures that we've already recorded and ready to go, it's actually really hard not to slide into that, and it does happen on occasions, and I've had to correct it or whatever. Everybody laughs, but it's even happened on Discord chats where we've been having a meeting about certain things and we've been saying something, and then it just slides in. It's just bizarre. But truthfully, Australian accents, you know, if you look at them, especially on women, I haven't overly studied it, but the inflection on the words goes up at the end, and it actually doesn't on others. But so it's a bit.
Yeah.
It's not one thing or another. It's just of that type. But yeah. I'd love to be able to do any accent at all. I'd love to do Scottish, but I cannot for the life of me.
You bastard.
I just can't do it.
We just lost all our Scottish listeners.
Yeah, that's it. That's all they've gone. That's the Australian one's gone. That's the Scottish one's
We've
gone.
assaulted
The Irish ones have buggered off as well.
French ones have probably turned off as well after.
Oh yeah, God. Oh, you haven't heard my French character in one of the recorded ones we've already done.
Yeah, don't give anything away.
Yeah, no, I can't give too much away. That's it. There's been a couple of little snippets in there, and that's it.
Oh, jeez.
Right. I guess I'd love to go on like this all night.
Yeah.
We cannot ramble too much longer, unfortunately. So if there's anything further that anybody would like
Well,
to
I think
add.
there is definitely something important that we are missing. And that is what is happening next.
Ah. Yes. Yes. By the time this airs, we will have undergone a major change, which has been, 18 months in the planning, really. It's taken a long time to pull together because we've had to put a lot of thought into it. And as we have been podcasting for the last 5 years as the Dungeons & Dragons Podcast UK, we have decided to rebrand, rebadge, whatever you want to call it, change our name, essentially, to better reflect ourselves and what we are going to be doing going forwards. So come away from the generic title and go to something that we feel is a bit more of an identity for ourselves. And we will be changing our name as of the 1st of January officially, although people will see changes on the Facebook group page and across social media before the end of January, to Realm of Rolls. We have loads of new exciting stuff coming up. We have a brand new website which will be going live, should be the 13th of December. That's the date that's set, so unless something tragic happens, it should go live on the 13th of December. I will put out a Facebook post, a blog post with all the details and information in, which will hold all the links that you need to go and check out our new website, our new socials. We will be going on to Blue Sky, Twitter, what was Twitter, X, will now be changing from Dungeons & Dragons Podcast UK to Realm of Rolls. We will have a brand new Ko-Fi supporters page, and we will have a Patreon supporters tier for support that is badly needed for us to go forwards. We've supported ourselves for the last 5 years, and it's really hard work, so the more people that can support us, it would be greatly appreciated. It would just be a few pounds a month or a couple of dollars. It's go across and have a look at it when you see the links, which should be out by now. We will repost all that information. There will also be, we've got a brand new Discord server all set up. There will be Patreon only areas, there will be public access areas. So we will be doing stuff, and we will be more accessible to our listeners and followers, and we can get a really good community going. I'm not sure what else I've missed off the top of my head, but yeah, everything's changing. come the new year, we have a full schedule of releases on recorded adventures that we've already got out there. On our website, you'll be able to see the full trailers, the promo trailers for those, if you go over to our adventures page. If anybody has any questions, please do contact us via our email, which will be realmofrolls@gmail.com. Go to our website, you can contact us through our messaging page there. That is www.realmofrolls.co.uk. There will be live links to Spotify, YouTube, other streaming services. If you have any questions at all, you can even contact us through our Facebook page. Just send us messages, we will answer them all. But please do follow us, please do join us. And for now, we wish all of our friends, followers, supporters an amazing Christmas, and we are all going to have a fantastic 2026. So please stay with us and take that journey alongside us. So from me, Sam, Ryan, Yasmin, and Rick, who obviously couldn't be here tonight, we wish you a fantastic Christmas and a happy new year, and thanks for being with us. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.